Last extra is involved around the Melid's birthday, and the main character and his past self literally fighting over who can give the lead the best birthday present. A year prior, for the Melid's birthday, the past version had control over the body, and he decided the best gift to give the Melid was to roll around in bed all day and then give him money, which obviously gets him severely punished because he didn't think how cruel and upsetting someone would be for getting money after sleeping with someone. He doesn't really think about it. He goes, oh, should I give it to him beforehand or in the middle of it? He doesn't think how upsetting someone would get for getting money for sleeping with someone. Yeah, he doesn't even think about it. But then he's like, oh no, I'll get him something else. And he goes and basically, to the guy who made the squirrel matchmaking thing, he goes to him and basically is like, oh, give me all of this stuff and put it on my tab, and then he brings it home and he gets in trouble for it because they don't have the funds for that stuff. So yeah, he did a terrible job at providing a birthday present for the Melid. The current version wants to make up for it this year, so he decides to do a better gift. And he knows that the other version of him is going to do something too, but luckily this year it's his year on the Melid's birthday, so he gets to give the Melid the gift first, and specifically on the Melid's birthday. The character, he finds a little box thing, and in the box he finds a little fairy, and this fairy is kind of shopkeeper. You make a trade with the fairy, and the fairy will give you something to basically turn this little box into a garden, a safe haven, a place for the Melid to go into and just enjoy his time and free space. And the main character likes it, but this box is kind of empty. There's nothing really in it. And the fairy has the stuff he can put in the box, but he needs stuff to be given to him to basically be the equate of the stuff he can be put in the box. So he's bringing stuff to the fairy. And the first time he trades with the fairy gives him something more worth than what he gives the fairy. But the fairy's like, this isn't going to happen every time. You have to give me the correct price points. So he goes back, he brings a bunch of stuff, and the only thing the fairy sees that is worth trading for is the Melid's food, because he absolutely adores the Melid. That's the reason why the main character got a real good trade the first time, was because the little fairy he adores upon the Melid. He thinks the Melid is the greatest ever, so that's why he helped the first time around. And he's willing to, again, trade really well for the Melid's food. The main character and the Melid, they had found a stray dog, and the Melid took it in and has been taking care of it, and the Melid believes it can become a spirit dog. It can become one day just like him, from a tree to a spirit. He thinks it can happen to the dog, and the dog is obviously showing signs of it, but the main character, the current version of him, can't see it. The past version can. And it's just to say, the current version of the main character, he's very jealous of this dog, because he doesn't like the dog. He doesn't like the fact that he can't do things with the Melid now that the dog's around. He also doesn't like how close the Melid is with the dog. So yeah, he doesn't like the dog. He's also more of a cat person, and he thinks that if you own a cat, you don't have to feed it as often as you do a dog, because he tries stealing the dog's food bowl that he bought that would basically make food last long, and this dog always eats the food right after it gets it, and he thinks, oh, if we had a cat, I could keep that food in there for days and then travel with the Melid wherever I want to go, and we wouldn't have to worry about feeding the cat like we do with the dog. And I'm like, no. Anyone who owns a cat can tell you, cats can eat through their food bowl just as much as dogs do. Like, you had to make sure you feed your cat often as much as you feed your dogs. Like, honey, you don't understand how to take care of a pet, do you? Past version is like, okay, I need to one up the current version, and I need to know what he's giving the Melid to do that. So he asks that dog for help, because unlike the current version, he actually has a good relationship with the dog and can actually understand the dog and have a bond and connection with the dog. And the dog helps him find the box and gets the box, and he figures out how to use the box. And the fairy is actually absolutely afraid of him because he's being ruthless with the poor fairy, where the current version would actually listen and talk with the fairy and having a little fun with the fairy. This version is not. He's very bossy, very mean to the little fairy, and he even forces the fairy to give up information about the price ranges, like, oh, what do you need to get this and stuff, where the current version would just bring something and the fairy would tell him, no, this isn't going to work. No, he forces the fairy to give him price ranges. he also finds out that he can bring people into the box, and the fairy just wants to see what these people do. And he gives the current past version of the main character a list of people he wants to just view and watch. So guess what the past version does? He goes around and plays Pokemon with people, literally going around sticking the boxes to them and going, I choose you. Which means Meatbun is really into a lot of stuff I'm into. Like, I like Star Wars, I like Harry Potter, I like Sailor Moon, I like Pokemon, and Meatbun has all of these in their work, and it just really pleases me and very makes me happy that I'm seeing stuff I like in something I like. It's just so fun. People he needs to capture is the cousin's bio dad, 2 teachers from the cousin's sack, and then the younger twin. With the others, he was going up to them and just doing the whole Pokemon thing of I choose you and sealing them into the box. The cousin, though, the current version had gone to the cousin, telling the cousin, hey, what should I get someone for their birthday? But since the cousin didn't know it was the Malid's birthday, he assumes the present was for him. So when the past version comes to him with the box, he assumes it's his early birthday present because his birthday is just around the corner. So he gets captured that way. And he only later finds out that this isn't his gift, that the main character did not have a gift for him, and the gift was for the Malid. After capturing everyone, the past version goes to the Malid, who tried going to sleep but was having nightmares. The Malid cannot sleep without either version of the main character. He has nightmares, night terrors. He needs them to hold him while he sleeps. So he's having a hard time sleeping until the main character shows up. And that's when they switch bodies. The current version gets back the body over the past version. And he's like, oh, I have a present for you. I want to show you what it is. Like, he wanted to make sure everything was perfect and set up before. But since the Malid is awake and, talking to him right when he switched back to having control, he's like, oh, I can give you your gift now. But when he realizes the box isn't where he left the box buried, he realizes his past self must have found the box and must have done something with it. So he's like, okay, we need to see what he's done. And that's when they find out that the past version went around capturing everyone. And everyone is not so pleased what was done. They are very upset. The only reason why they calm down and settle and is not throwing a fit and wanting the main character to be punished for his actions is because they found out it's the Melly's birthday, and the main character was doing all of this to celebrate the Melly's birthday. So they all calm down and they're like, okay, we'll celebrate the Melly's birthday with you. And so they have a big happy celebration. Even though it didn't end up the way the main character wanted it to, it still ended up a great birthday for the Melly. I will leave you guys on a sad note though. In all of the extras, it's very much known to us that the past version is jealous and upset over the relationship between the Malid and the current version, and it's typically he feels like the Malid loves the current version more than he does him. It feels like the Malid will willing do more things for the current version. He does nicer things for the current version. He keeps stuff that the current version gives him and make sure that they know he keeps those things. Like, he feels like it's an unfair situation, that he's in a very unbalanced, unfair relationship, that one gets more than him. And the Melly did keep a gift he got from the past version. He made it look like he got rid of it because how inappropriate it was, but he did keep it, but he's not going to tell either one of those to it. And yes, he tries making sure the dude knows he loves him as much as he loves the current version, but he doesn't do a good job at it. He does a very bad job at making sure both men feel equally loved. He's just bad at it because, again, he's bad at miscommunication. He's bad at explaining himself and making people understand him. It's just sad, honestly. It's really sad.